Here is the news afternoon. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu pledges total enforcement of laws and regulations as Lagos holds annual Thanksgiving. President Tinubu orders probe of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation Ministry. On Friday, Bangladesh Prime Minister secures fourth term in controversial vote. And in sports, Morocco, Guinea-Bissau arrive Côte d'Ivoire ahead 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has declared zero tolerance for flouting of laws in the state as he reiterated the resolve of his administration towards enforcement of the various laws and regulations that have been made to safeguard lives and property of residents. Speaking at the 2024 annual Thanksgiving event held at the Tafawa Balewa Square, Governor Sanwo-Olu noted that his administration is resolutely committed to fostering the robust growth of the state, unwaveringly dedicated to the successful implementation of pivotal projects and ensuring the well-being of residents, urging Lagosians to play their part by respecting and obeying the laws of the land, as well as ensure prompt payment of taxes. He had this to say.
Let us continue to pray for all of our leaders, especially all of us that are in position of leadership at this point in time, that we're leading our states and we're leading our country. We need divine wisdom, we need a grace, and to make multitude decisions that will make impact in the life of the people that we have chosen to serve. As a government, we're resolutely committed to fostering the robust growth of our own state and ensuring that the well-being of its citizens is paramount to all.
At the event, wife of the governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, read the first Bible passage from the book of Psalm, chapter 140, verses 1 and 13, while prayers were offered for the peace of the state, first family, deputy governor and family, cabinet members, legislature, judiciary, civil service, and the nation in general. Earlier in his welcome address, Commissioner for Home Affairs Ibrahim Layode noted that the Thanksgiving was necessary to appreciate God for his mercy on the state in the past year, which witnessed the commissioning of people-oriented and impactful projects by the Sanwo-Olu administration. Our correspondent, Adiola Akindele, reports that the annual Thanksgiving, which has been a tradition since year 2000, is organized in conjunction with the Ministry of Home Affairs to show gratitude to God for the successes recorded last year and pray for a better new year. Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, has urged owners of articulated trucks to always carry out periodic safety training and enlightenment campaigns for their drivers on the need to obey road signs and speed limit while driving on highways within and outside the state. Its General Manager, Olaliko Bakarioki, gave the advice as LASMA operatives rescued accident victims in Apapa. According to a statement, the team led by Officer Goriola Jimo of Zone 22 Apapa rescued a seriously injured driver and a motorboy from an empty articulated 40-feet flatbed truck that fell off from the high bridge in Ward Apapa. A preliminary investigation revealed that the driver lost total control due to brake failure while struggling a right-of-way with another fully loaded truck trying to climb the high bridge. The crashed articulated truck was evacuated by officials of the Lasema Response Unit, LRU, while LASMA personnel handed over the case to the policeman from Ijora Badia Police Station for further investigation. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has ordered a thorough probe of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation led by Betta Edu. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, made this known in a statement. This is following a controversy over Edu's alleged involvement in the approval of over 585 million naira to be disbursed into a personal account. In a letter allegedly signed by the humanitarian minister, she allegedly instructed the Accountant General of the Federation, Oluwatoyin Madin to transfer the sum to the account of one Onielu Bridget as grant for vulnerable groups in 4 states. Meanwhile, Madin explained that although her office received a request from the Humanitarian Ministry to make certain payments, but her office did not act on it. Edu subsequently said there were plans to tarnish her image, adding that she would not embezzle government funds. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has congratulated his wife, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, on her 57th birthday, describing her as a dependable partner, committed prayer warrior, caring and loving wife and mother. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu, who is the chairman of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, Council, and a medical director, clocks 57 today. Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a statement issued by his chief press secretary, Boyega Akosile, described his wife as a courageous, kind-hearted and strong pillar of support, noting that the First Lady is a reliable partner in the delivery of the Themes Plus developmental agenda of his administration to Lagos residents. And over to some foreign news. Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has secured her 4th straight term in a controversial election. Hasina will serve another 5 years in office after her party, the Awami League, and its allies won 223 of 300 parliamentary seats contested. With the main opposition, Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP, boycotting the poll, Hasina's party and allies are expected to win the remaining seats as well. The party alleged that the poll was a sham. The result comes after a mass arrest of BNP leaders and supporters. And over to sports news. Morocco and Guinea-Bissau have arrived in Côte d'Ivoire for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. The 2 countries arrived the West African nation on Sunday. Morocco is in Group F with 2-time champions Democratic Republic of Congo, 2012 winners Zambia, and the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. The 1976 champions will be making their 19th appearance in the history of the championship. On the other hand, Guinea-Bissau is in Group A with host Côte d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, and Nigeria. The team will face the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire in the competition's opening game on Saturday, 13th January. And that was our news at 12, but just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration began community tourism initiative? Well, you can get more details. It's on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has declared zero tolerance for flouting of laws in the state as he reiterated the resolve of his administration towards enforcement of the various laws and regulations that have been made to safeguard lives and property of residents. President Bola Tinubu has ordered a thorough probe of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, led by Betta Edu. We also told you that Bangladesh's Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, has secured a 4th straight term in a controversial election. And in sports, Morocco and Guinea-Bissau have arrived in Côte d'Ivoire for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. The Dance News broadcast, it was compiled by Adirayodo Olaya. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Beautiful, beautiful morning, afternoon, bright and sunny out there. It's now time for me to step aside for Micah Arocha as it brings us fire service calling. To have a wonderful time.